I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want 'em, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I said, man, the rapper on the city, that nigga, he wicked. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was real. Now I came up like an egg pet and I will never squeal. Would never ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I rise to the chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin', I wanna grind, got money on my mind, no money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping and jamming, I'm trying to eat. All around the world, I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing shit. One of my time, I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, now I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, they wanna clown me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami, I'm out there doing video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, in the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. Dude, I will never change. Diamonds on my really, I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song, no, that's right. Ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
From the streets, bitch.
Between competing DJs caught in the middle, a 4-year-old girl. Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Rawson here now with the story. Jeff?
Clearly this feud is getting out of control. DJ Star from Power 105 actually went on the air and threatened sexual assault against a 4-year-old girl. That girl is the daughter of a rival DJ on Hot 97. Tonight, DJ Star has been suspended. Now local leaders want him arrested.
And this is the same DJ Star on YouTube who called a child victim act survivor a rat. A rat. 15 years old. I can't believe that these sponsors are sponsoring this guy, Star, that said, I would like to do an R. Kelly on your seed, on your little baby girl. Star said of Envy's daughter, I would like to tinkle on her. He later offered $500 to anyone who sent him the address of the young girl's school. Star of YouTube. Wow.
late night crew. What's happening, famo? Famo goons. You say what's up to your boy? This motherfucker took somebody to court for defamation because they called him a pedophile because he said he wanted to R. Kelly on a kid. The math ain't mathing. Janice, Bob, Awake, Scott Johnson, Victoria Boston, good night, champ. Lefty and shit. Good night, Bob. Clee. We in this motherfucker Linux. This nigga Drake is bugging, bro. I can't wait to read 81 pages, Drake. You got this much on your chest? What you trying to get from him, a Billy? Hey, Doug, what's happening? You trying to get a Billy, Drake? Preppy Princess, what's happening, cuz? What up, big? We in here. Man, today has been one of the most interesting days of my life. I'm so tired. I just woke up. Like maybe about 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. It's been a real interesting day, bro. You just wouldn't believe the day even if I told you. Today's just kind of one of those days. Oh, yeah. Get this shit up. Damn, what the fuck going on with my shit? All right. It looks a little better. Donis, what's happening? This motherfucker's not letting me pull up the lawsuit for some reason. What's going on with my shit? Yeah, something's wrong with my motherfucking whole shit. Shit shebang. Guess let me force close this shit. Okay. That was weird. I'm glad we are still here. I don't know what the fuck that was. Make sure all my live streaming shit is okay. My bad, y'all. I didn't expect this shit to be doing what it's doing. I can't wait until I get a table so I can put the LNC potato in here. Give me a moment, y'all. Dealing with these damn idiots. There we go. There we go. Here goes everything. All right. 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 This is better. Hit that like button. Wait, hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button. Drake, there's only one way I'm starting my day off. I can't even lie to you, nigga. Why would I even lie? Why lie?
I see dead people. I see dead people.
That burst for you, Drake.
I see dead people. 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 I see dead people.
baby. Oh.
Aye. Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something B-rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favorites all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the road label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie, here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say, freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say, freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say, OV ho. Say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way, step that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way.
Trapaholics mixtapes. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
CTE Records. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, they been playing bad shit. Somebody gotta do it, man. This team been playing ass shit. Somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn the game off. Turn the game off. This shit hurt, man. Somebody turn the pain off.
Damn, where you get all the CTE?
Man, my CTE tweaking shit. I've been trying to turn my brain off. I almost told my ACL trying to run and turn the game off. Man, this year in the trash, but we won't even make the playoffs. Man, this year in the trash, I'm out here spreading negativity. This shit got me drinking cigarettes and smoking Hennessy. They're like, hey, bro, what's gotten into you? What's gotten into me? Man, I've been overwhelmed with Black Air Force One energy. My CTE going bonkers. Please, where's the remedy? Man, Jerry Jones so old that he lived through history. Jerry Jones so old he can confirm Jesus was black. See, that's the reason he was out there protesting way back. He made a deal with the Illuminati back in the 90s. Now it's 2024 and we ain't got no aura. I tried to watch a game and now my new TV all tore up. Stephen A got hairline surgery and Bora Bora. Man, what the fuck is going on? Who the hell making the decisions? Jerry, please just stop trying. You about to owe this Joe Biden. I ain't lying, he a terrorist. He's Jerry Bin Laden. Call him Jerry Hussein, but Hussein, cause he not. Yeah, my CT tweaking. I'm out here sending bad vibes out. Help their ass every week. They don't gave us something to cry about. They like, who your favorite team? They don't gave me something to lie about. They like, why you like that team? I'm like, I don't know. Shit, let's find out. Like, why you like that team? I'm like, I don't know. It's the CTE. A depressed Cowboys fan is all up in feeling recently. Man, another damn week of going out there getting buried. Man, my CTE tweaking. I'm in the middle of the street yelling, Jerry!
Okay, I'm ready to go to work. I am now officially ready to go to work. CTE Records, bro. Shout out to CTE Records. Jerry, go ahead and make yourself coach, bro. Just go on and do it, man. Please. 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 Just go ahead and do it. I know they telling you to do Dion. Nah, fuck that. Just do you, nigga. This is about you, nigga. How about your Cowboys? Star Child, what's happening? Jerry! But somebody got to do it. Nobody want to coach them, man. Somebody got to do it. Aubrey Drake Graham. You really filed an 81-page lawsuit against UMG. Look, before I even get into this, Drake, this shit better be good. This shit better be good. Look, Mob, please get Deion Sanders. So that way the Eagles can quietly fix the little bitty things that we got. We like one little thing away. So I want y'all to have all of that media circus. I don't want nobody talking about Jalen Hurts quietly having a great season. Devontae Smith having a great season. I don't want to hear shit about Dallas Goedert. I don't want to hear shit about Saquon breaking Eric Dickerson's record. Nah, y'all can have all of that attention. We don't want it. We just want to win. Now, if I was Jerry, he might as well get Dion because they going to sprout. The Cowboys, you got to understand with Jerry. Yeah, he want to win, but he want his dick hard. And ain't nothing going to get his dick harder than all day long, every day, on every channel. Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys. I don't even think we're a QB away. We play a different way. Jalen Hurts could play another way if we played another way. We just don't play that other way. We don't have to. Well, Jerry, the reason why nobody want to coach there. Like, why would anybody? Michael, every coach that was a good coach goes there and die. Shit, Barry Switzer did better. Nigga, Jimmy Johnson won. That wasn't good enough. And then it's just been downhill since. Then y'all giving weird niggas, bro. Dion wouldn't even be the weirdest job. Giving Dion a job wouldn't even be the weirdest scenario. I mean, first of all, let me just say about the Minnesota Vikings. What did y'all expect? Sam Darnold is y'all quarterback. I know y'all was getting all hyped up. Same thing with Tampa Bay. What did you expect? Baker Mayfield, your quarterback. So are you surprised that y'all lost playoff games because them niggas fucked up in the game? They've only been doing that the whole time. I'll give Baker credit. He threw for 4,500 yards this year. He was throwing some crazy yards, but when they needed him to win, what did he do? What did he always do? Go Baker. Same thing with Sam Darnold. Oh, yeah, you was looking good hitting Jordan Addison, hitting Hawkinson, and doing the gritty with motherfucking Justin Jefferson. Right. Until you win Sam Darnold. I like Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. I think people still be sleeping on Matt Stafford. I was like, Matt Stafford at that age where he just ready to play playoff games. People sleep on Matt Stafford and people sleep on Kyron Williams. It's weird. So I have seen no surprises in the playoff shit. I know some people are surprised Sam Darnold lost and surprised Baker Mayfield lost. Me, I'm not. I'm not. This is what he's been doing. I was surprised he threw for 4,500 yards. Him fucking it up in the game and making sure they lose, not a surprise. Does not surprise me. Oh, well, Star Child, that will be what happens. They will get prime and they will get destroyed. But the thing is, Jerry can't fire Deion Sanders or everybody gonna call him a racist. Deion Sanders got to get at least 3 or 4 years before Jerry can fire him. Or they gonna call him racist. Herbert might be in my top 5 to 7. My favorite quarterback in the league is still Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he's the closest thing we got that looks like a 90s quarterback. He's like a Steve Young type quarterback. Darnold cost himself $100 million. He didn't deserve this shit, no way. It played out how, in my opinion, Mob, it played out how it was supposed to play out. And like, I don't say that, no disrespect, and I don't wish no harm on Darnold, no shit like that. I just, y'all had some surprising regular seasons, but it's like, I don't trust you as people like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. You will never get me to trust you with anything you do in the regular season because I know what you do when the games really matter. You fold. If y'all want to burn up all that currency and shit for Dion and shit, man, I'm glad the Eagles ain't involved. I'm glad the Colts ain't involved. Everybody else, y'all want to get involved in that foolishness? Go, man, Dion's not even no good coach, nigga. You think Herbert's overrated? Who's his number 1 receiver? Ladd McConkey? So you tell me Ladd McConkey's that good? This ain't no, and that's no shade. Remember, everybody thought Quentin Johnson wasn't it Quentin Johnston? Everybody always think niggas is gonna be cold. As soon as they leave Justin Herbert, they not cold no more. Austin Eckler ain't cold no more. Quentin Johnston ain't cold no more. If Ladd McConkey leave, he's not gonna be cold no more. That's what I do notice that with Justin Herbert. You can't lie about that. Certain niggas be looking like they good. They get from Justin Herbert, they don't look good no more. And I don't know how you can hate Justin Herbert. But me, I'm into 90s style quarterbacking. Justin Herbert. He's Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. These are the niggas that are as close as we gonna get to that. You know, y'all try to convince me of Kyler Murray, and this nigga can't even see over the line. Man, that shit happens. Yeah, but that's one game, bro. Every Hall of Fame quarterback has blown a big ass lead and lost a game they shouldn't have. Almost every quarterback. So I can't cook Justin Herbert on one game. I ain't sitting here saying the nigga's Peyton Manning or no shit, but I do think he's in the top 10 for sure, quarterbacks in the league. He's better than Darnold and he's better than Baker. If Justin Herbert had Justin Jefferson, all right then. You thought Sam Darnold was tearing shit up with Justin Jefferson. Let a Justin Herbert get him, because Justin Herbert can still hit the other throws when niggas start going towards Justin Jefferson. Sam Darnold can't. Mike Evans is the only one that survived. Mike Evans left there, but Mike Evans is Mike Evans. Mike Evans is Mike Evans. He's definitely the exception to the rule. I don't believe in Jaden Daniels yet. I know a lot of people hate that I say that. I just don't. Like, I know, first of all, Lamar Jackson should be MVP. There, you know, I like Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson should be MVP. That's the end of that discussion. But I don't trust Lamar Jackson in no playoff game. Do I trust Lamar Jackson to make throws in 2-minute drills, 4-minute drills? No. Is he electric the whole time? Yes, but like, if all I'm hoping for in a 2-minute drill is this nigga to scramble to a touchdown, that's low IQ football. And Drake, I'm coming. I just took a little side mission on the conversation, bitch. Justin Herbert equal Paul George. We are not going to disrespect Justin Herbert like that, nigga. You talking to an Indianapolis boy. Paul George, his top year was going against LeBron in a Pacer uniform. Paul George has been an utter disappointment since leaving Indiana, and I stand on it. Justin Herbert, let's dial it back. We not gonna disrespect Justin Herbert like that, nigga. Like, I was getting ready to start reading the lawsuit until a nigga want to try to compare this nigga to Paul George. This nigga gonna talk about some facts, man. Fuck y'all niggas, bro. How y'all niggas gonna disrespect? What did Justin Herbert do to you? I didn't know that people hated Justin Herbert like that. I didn't know that he was like a figure that's hated. Out here just blatantly disrespect. Like, what did Justin do? I gotta look this shit up. Like, damn. It ain't gonna matter no way. Patrick Mahomes getting ready to go 12 for 38, 172 yards, a fumble, and an interception, and they gonna win by 3. You know how many times on the team Patrick Mahomes this year just have a shitty fucking game, and somehow they win. Bro, you want to talk about a nigga that's just been getting a pass? Like, let me say that before I get into this Drake shit. This nigga Patrick Mahomes just been getting a pass, nigga. Why are we not talking about how shitty this nigga's been playing for about 2 years? Bro, he wasn't playing that good when he went to the Super Bowl last year, bro. This nigga Patrick Mahomes has been playing terrible, and everybody's still calling this nigga first ballot Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer? We can't just say if you a quarterback that won a Super Bowl, that's automatic Hall of Fame. We can, bro. Every nigga that got multiple rings with the Patriots is not going into that hall. I just want to put that out there. Nigga, Chad was trying everything he could to get rid of Patrick Mahomes. When he drafted him, I was like, hoo-hoo. No, Lefty. Okay. If that's what you want to put it on, all right, then I'm gonna debunk it right here. Anybody who's watched football know that they cheat the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the worst looking 1 seed we've ever seen. If you've watched all Chief games this year, they've barely won every game. Every game is some weird ass call, some weird ass bro, they beat us in the Super Bowl with a penalty. I'm sorry. I don't say that about too many teams, man, but ever since they got Taylor Swift, they've been cheating for them niggas. Mac Daddy, say less. You already know what to do. What's happening, cuz? So that's why I ain't gonna sit here. I don't expect him to win the division when he in the same division as the Chiefs, who they be cheating for. They be cheating for these niggas. I'm so sorry. I know KS, man, the motherfucker. Hey, nigga, it is what it is, bro. I done seen it. You can get on YouTube right now and just Google Chiefs cheating or some shit, or put in the search Chiefs cheaters, and you will see, nigga, they be cheating for the bro. That offensive interference, man. I was like, what? Every time. I've never seen a team limp to 16-2. They limp to almost being undefeated. Number 5, what's happening? I will say that's the same way with us. Like, the one thing that always sucked with the Colts was our division games were so much more harder because the rest of the teams in our division weren't that good. So anytime they played the Colts, it was like Super Bowl. So we was in danger of losing to these bad teams every time because they would be playing so damn hard. Aubrey Drake Graham. He is the plaintiff. UMG Recordings Inc. is the defendant, and a jury trial is demanded. Katrina, I saw him do it. Every week it was like, oh, the Chiefs just squeaked by again. They had a nigga miss a field goal. It was like, bro, I'm gonna go back and look at all. First of all, let me do this right quick because it's gonna bug me if I don't. I gotta hate on these niggas right quick. Let me pull up these niggas game log right quick. (27-20), 26-25, 22-17, 17-10. Oh, then they had a good game, 26-13, then 28-18, 27-20, 30-24, 16-14. Like, they was barely winning all these games, nigga. Then they lost 21-30. Then they won 30-27 against the Panthers, 19-17 against the Raiders, 19-17 against the Chargers, 21-7 against the Browns. Like, these niggas barely won everything, nigga, and then got their ass whooped 38-0, nigga. Yeah, I know everybody wasn't playing, but you can't take no ass whooping like that. You can't take no 38-zap ass whooping. Like, they won all their games was close as shit. Most teams that have that type of record, they was beating ass every week. Starters ain't playing in the fourth. Man, I'm getting ready to look. I'm about to sign off. I'm about to fucking sign off. I'm getting ready to sign off. Why the fuck is Drake starting this shit out like it's an actual album or some shit? Introduction, quote, a single lie can destroy a reputation of integrity. And while it takes years to build a reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck, Drake? Like, come on, man. I'm trying to take this shit seriously, and you starting this shit out like it's an album, nigga. This nigga Drake, I can't stand this nigga, bro. He's so light-skinned. This is ridiculous. This nigga quoting Lucian Grange to start the shit off, man. Like, why the fuck would he start it off like this? Nigga, Drake makes me sick. Only Drake would start his lawsuit off like this. If you reading this, it's too late. This nigga is fucking soft. In the middle of the night. Come on, Drake. Like, here we go, bro. Can we just... Look, Drake. I can already tell that this is about to be 81 pages of tomfoolery, nigga. Like, why is this shit got to start off like a novel, nigga? What do you mean in the middle of the night? Take care. Lawsuit. Nothing was the same, nigga, after this lawsuit, nigga. I'm upset. Oh, if you quote yourself one time, if you quote any bars you say in this lawsuit one time, nigga, I'm choking the shit out of you. In the middle of the night, on May 7, 2024, an armed group of assailants drove up to the Toronto house in which Drake and his family resided. Drake was inside. The car stopped in front of the residence. Someone yelled, "Fuck Drake!" And at least one gunman began to open fire. One bullet went through the security gate and hit Drake's front door. Another bullet struck and wounded a security guard who was also one of Drake's friends. While the car drove away, Drake and others in the house summoned help for the security guard and did everything possible to keep him alive. During the nearly 30 minutes it took for the ambulance to arrive, Drake and others labored to keep the man alive by applying pressure to the gunshot wound with towels. Blood was everywhere. After the security guard arrived at the hospital, surgeons worked quickly to remove the bullet, stop the bleeding, and save his life. Though it took days for his condition to stabilize, thankfully, the security guard survived. The very next day, May 8th, 2024, a different intruder used his bare hands to dig a hole under the security fence surrounding Drake's Toronto house. He managed to dig deep enough to squeeze through and enter Drake's property. Fortunately, Drake's home security guards caught him before he was able to cause any physical harm. Although the trespasser managed to yell racist slurs and threats against Drake before being escorted off the property. On May 9th, 2024, the very next day, another break-in attempt happened. In the 2 decades leading up to the May of 2024, although Drake was constantly in the public eye, nothing remotely like these events had ever happened to him or his family. But these events were not coincidental. They immediately followed and were approximately caused by UMG's actions leading up to and on May 4th, 2024. Drake, UMG put a hit on you, nigga. UMG sliding on niggas. Hey, you know you got Lucia Grange sounding big gangster right now. You got UMG slid on you. This is interesting. This nigga Drake gonna try to tell me that UMG slid on him. So you think they won't spin the block? Oh my goodness, Drake. This is about to be too much. UMG is the world's largest music company and also the music company that has represented Drake for more than a decade. Yet on May 4th, 2024, UMG approved, published, and launched a campaign to create a viral hit out of a rap track that falsely accuses Drake of being a pedophile. Hold on, Drake. My bad, nigga. My bad, bro. My bad. Hold on.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
These niggas shot my house up and made money off of niggas calling me a pedophile, nigga. I'm not going for this. You telling me you going for this? You going for a nigga shooting up your house and making money off of you being called a pedophile? Are you going for it? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Are you going for niggas shooting up your house and then making money off of you being a pedophile? An alleged pedophile at that. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Oh, they want to call me a Jew. Watch this. Look, I know y'all get mad at Drake. I know this is WPS. I know this is Karenism 101. I get that. But if he can prove this shit, nigga, this is a bag. Y'all niggas cannot be setting up Drake to get dunked on as a pedophile. Y'all, if y'all helped in any way, this shit is especially heinous and calls for violent retribution against him. Even though UMG enriched itself and its shareholders by exploiting Drake's music for years and knew the salacious allegations against Drake were false, UMG chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artists. Oh my Lord. In controversy, UMG saw an opportunity, seized it, and continued to fan the flames even after learning of the incitement of violence on May 7th and 8th, along with the unrelenting vitriol towards Drake that has followed. The song in question is Not Like Us. Drake, you snitching now. Now you telling. Written and performed by Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, professionally known as Kendrick Lamar. This ain't real, bro. What alternate universe am I in? I would have never expected. Imagine, put yourself in the time machine. Let's go back to the time where this song came out called Ether. And Jay-Z turned around and sued the record label for helping this nigga with Ether. Like, what are we, Drake? Sometimes a nigga got a race. Just understand, Drake, you killing any street cred you got. I hope this is worth it, because you going down as one of the biggest clowns in history of rap. You will be the nigga that people will concur that you had some hits, but you will not be respected in no type of heavyweight categories. This is unreal. The recording was intended to convey the specific, unmistakable, and false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal, pedophile, and to suggest that the public should resort to vigilante justice in response. The recording is defamatory because its lyrics, its album image, the image, and its music video, the video, all advance the false and malicious narrative that Drake is a pedophile. The lyrics repeatedly accuse Drake of engaging in criminal acts, including by calling him a certified pedophile. No, this ain't real. This is not real. This is not real, nigga.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
This nigga really in court talking about they called me a certified pedophile. And a predator who needs to be placed on neighborhood watch. Don't be quoting this nigga's bars, nigga. If I get to the part where it says 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, nigga, where's that part, Drake? That's my part. That predator moves in flocks. And he need to be placed on neighborhood watch. Sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. The image was designed to reinforce and, in fact, reinforces that accusation by depicting Drake's actual Toronto house covered in icons that are known to be used by law enforcement as well as public safety applications like Citizen to identify child sex offenders' residences online. You know what he's talking about, right? Do you know what the Not Like Us cover looks like? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Because that cover was diabolical. Like when I saw that shit, I was like, this is diabolical. Throw it on the screen right quick. This is some diabolical shit, bro. That's Drake's crib, and all of those marks mean registered sex offenders, nigga.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
I'm suing the fuck out of that nigger. Nigger want to call me a pedophile. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Well, we'll see what happens when he gets this certified this in the mail. Playing that fucking shit. We sue around this bitch. I don't give a fuck. They act like my mama ain't white. I will sue the shit out of you. This is embarrassing, Drake. The video bolsters the same message by, for example, showing images associated with sex trafficking and juxtaposing the game of hopscotch with lyrics accusing Drake of, quote, trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor. No, Drake, no! You can't put this in the lawsuit. Why you trolling like a bitch, Drake? Ain't you tired? Didn't you hear the line right before this? This is the shit he was talking about. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably, nah, this is, Kendrick and Drake ran a play on us. Kendrick and Drake ran a play so Drake could take over UMG. There ain't no motherfucking way this is real. This lawsuit is not about the artist who created Not Like Us. See what I tell you? Right there. I ain't got no problem with Kendrick. This nigga been sitting here quoting this nigga. Nah, hey, this is not about Kendrick. Drake and Kendrick might have ran the greatest play ever on UMG, bro. They get that hit. Drake like, nigga, you can go ahead and body me, call me a pedophile, everything. You gonna get your bag, get them shows, get that shit up, then I'm gonna double back and sue UMG for letting you do it. Genius, right? It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false but dangerous. As UMG knows and has known at all relevant times, the recording, image, and videos allegations are unequivocally false. Drake is not a pedophile. Well, that's what we see. We see that they hate each other. Yeah, that's what we see. That's what we see. But you got to think about the type of money we talking about. You wouldn't let a nigga call you a pedophile for possibly $1 billion, 250 million. Would you let somebody publicly call you a pedophile knowing that you're not one for $250 million? Would you do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Devil is a lie. I see you ain't put nothing about that. So why didn't you say nothing about the devil is a lie? You a 69 God. So are you the 69 God? Because you going to hell over that. Drake is not a pedophile. Drake has never engaged in any acts that will require he be placed on neighborhood watch. Wait a minute. But that's not saying that he ain't done any. You're not saying that he's never. Why would you say that? Why would you say that line? You should have left that out. Drake has never engaged in sexual relations with a minor. Drake has never been charged with or convicted of any criminal acts whatsoever. Notwithstanding its knowledge that the allegations are fabricated, starting in May of 2024, UMG waged an unrelenting campaign to spread the recording, image, and video, together the defamatory material, as widely as possible. UMG did so because it understood that the recording's inflammatory and shocking allegations were a goldmine. Spreading the defamatory material served multiple business purposes for UMG. First, the more people who listened to, streamed, watched, and downloaded the defamatory material, the more money UMG and its executives would make. Second, UMG's Interscope Records, Interscope, owns Lamar's entire back catalog of recorded music. The leadership of Interscope had every incentive to prove it could maximize Lamar's sales after only recently persuading him to enter into his own direct license for a limited recording commitment of new music. Ooh. 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 This nigga actually is having Kendrick's back. Like, this is like some shit arguing in favor of Kendrick. Like, for real, like, I ain't mad at Kendrick because I know for a fact they forced this nigga's hand. Did y'all run a play, Drake? I'm gonna leave the door open for that, Drake. If you and Kendrick ran a play, this is the greatest. If we'll see. I ain't even gonna put it in the air yet. Third, in contrast with Lamar's first direct deal, UMG's contract with Drake was nearing fulfillment, and on information believed UMG anticipated that extending Drake's contract would be costly. By devaluing Drake's music and brand, UMG would gain leverage to force Drake to sign a new deal on terms more favorable to UMG. That's fact. UMG's campaign was successful. The recording cloaks cleverly dangerous lyrics behind a catchy beat and inviting hook. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Capitalizing on those attributes, UMG used every tool at its disposal to assure that the world would hear that Drake like I'm young. Hey, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. This ain't real. I don't think you understand this language, Star Child. You gotta understand that this language helps Kendrick Lamar in his situation with the record company. This really ain't about Kendrick. This nigga sitting here going bar for bar on this shit. This is hilarious. Material has been played billions of times, and its false central message has gone viral via social and legacy media channels in dozens of languages. To, at minimum, hundreds of millions of people spanning the globe. It's not just fans of rap music who now believe that Drake is a certified pedophile. The recording has become ubiquitous. UMG uses promotional resources and exclusive licensing rights to place the recording on numerous nationally televised events, including but not limited to award shows, national political events. And we'll be right back with the polls after this. Not national political events, but billions of plays and ubiquity were not enough for UMG. Over the course of the last several months, UMG has made significant financial investments and leveraged its professional connections via sophisticated and highly organized publicity campaigns to arrange for the recordings to be performed at one of the most significant and viewed cultural events of the year, the Super Bowl. Jay, he snitching. If he say something about Jay-Z facing a rape charge, bro, this is going to be the greatest shit ever. UMG is legally responsible for the release, publication, and promotion of the defamatory material, including the foreseeable consequences of the same. UMG's business is to possess the exclusive rights to reproduce, to distribute, and to license music, including over the internet. In other words, it is only with UMG's explicit approval that the defamatory material could have been released in the first instance and later streamed, shared, performed publicly, and exploited by content creators on TikTok and Instagram. Well, TikTok about to go, nigga, so you're going to have to amend this complaint. UMG's campaign went well beyond the traditional music company playbook. Indeed, UMG has unleashed every weapon in its arsenal, including on information and belief, certain practices that are unlawful. In a memorandum to staff reflecting on highlights of 2021, Sir Lucian Grange remarked that it was, quote, harder than ever for artists to break through the noise, end quote. As for example, quote, 60,000 songs are added to Spotify every day, end quote. UMG made sure that Not Like Us broke through that noise. For one, UMG took the unprecedented step, contrary to its internal practices, to remove the recording's copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, thereby whitelisting the recording to ensure content creators will republish it broadly. Y'all did that. Everybody was like, yeah, Kendrick took the copyright shit out. Kendrick don't have the control over that. They just let him, that was them. Drake got a point. That's a big piece of proof. On information and belief, UMG and its agents further put a thumb on the scale by covertly offering financial incentives to third parties to deceptively stream the recording on streaming platforms, to play the recording on the radio, and to otherwise promote and endorse the defamatory material, all without ever publicly disclosing the payments. Payola! These actions not only spread and further ingrained the defamatory statements in the minds of the public, but deceived consumers and harmed Drake economically. Predictably, millions of people who listened to the recording or saw the image and video believed the defamatory material to be true. UMG had previously published Lamar's song Euphoria, which was also widely understood to be targeted at Drake, and which stated, quote, don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell no truth, and I won't tell truths about you. A voluminous public commentary confirms the average listener or viewer has understood the defamatory material to reflect the truth rather than art or hyperbole. In the words of one commentator now, quote, everybody believes that Drake loves touching children. Shit. He's been watching y'all react videos, bro. Y'all niggas is wild. UMG's greed yielded real-world consequences. As described above, it was just 3 days after UMG originally published the recording and image that Drake was targeted at his Toronto house by armed intruders in the 2024 equivalent of Pizzagate. Oh, my Jesus. Not a Pizzagate reference in your Drake. What has happened? What's happened, bro? Hit the like button, bro. Drake crashing out. The online response was similarly violent and hateful. An avalanche of online hate speech has branded Drake as a sex offender and pedophile, among other epithets. Public commentary has repeated the false claims that Drake is a, quote, pedo and quote sexual abuser on the level of Weinstein, Diddy, and Epstein. The way that y'all niggas be throwing Diddy under the bus. Diddy ain't been convicted of shit. I remember being out in LA listening to 616 in LA at 616. Nigga, throwing Diddy under the bus like this is wild. Why do y'all keep doing this? Who, quote, traffics children, end quote, in shipping containers and harbors convicted sex offenders in his Toronto home. In direct response to UMG's publication, social media users called for the Federal Bureau of Investigation to come at this point and for Drake to be locked up and behind bars. Some of y'all niggas did do that shit. The mob-like response to the recording continues to unfold on and offline. Recently, flyers were plastered all over Toronto with a photo of Drake and a Canadian YouTuber who was sentenced to 3 years in prison for sexual assault with the words, "Canadian sex predators gotta stick together." Oh, no! You ain't got no motherfucking... Bro, you ain't getting love in the six. They talking about you like this in the six? They talking about you like this in the six, Drake. This is wild. You ain't even got respect at the crib anymore. Got everything, I got everything. I cannot complain, I don't even know how much I really made. I forgot, that's a lot. Nigga, certified lover boy at the end of all of this. Man, you snitching. Canadian sex predators gotta stick together. With the palpable physical threat to Drake's safety and the bombardment of online harassment, Drake fears for the safety and security of himself, his family, and his friends. After the attacks on his home, Drake pulled his son out of the elementary school he attended in Toronto due to safety concerns, and once school ended for the summer, Drake arranged for his son and mother to leave Toronto entirely. Day to day, Drake continues to take steps to address persistent threats to his security. The violence and vitriol directed at Drake was foreseeable. The recording falsely accuses Drake of one of the most vile behaviors imaginable and explicitly calls for retaliatory violence and retribution against him. The false pedophile accusation is a devastatingly effective method of assassinating someone's character online. That's true. When spread virally, the accusation can destroy an individual's reputation and brand in a matter of days. As one expert on conspiracy theories has explained, quote, there's always been a certain amount of salaciousness in these conspiracy theories. And if it involves children, people immediately just lose their mind, even if these children don't exist, end quote. If, quote, you put out the suggestion there, what? Oh, you just put out the suggestion there, it grabs a hold in a way that is difficult to dislodge, end quote. UMG understands just how dangerous these kinds of false allegations are indeed when it comes to allegations against UMG and its executives. They have not hesitated to take legal action against their accusers. Just last year, UMG and Sir Grange were accused, in their words, without the slightest factual basis of aiding and abetting Sean P. Diddy Combs in criminal sexual acts. Oh, my Lord. Moving to dismiss the complaint against them, UMG and Sir Grange argued that the accusations were offensively false allegations of criminal behavior that would be libelous per se if not contained within a legal filing. Sir Grange called the allegations against him, quote, knowingly and maliciously false and defamatory, end quote. Sir Grange also explained that, quote, a single lie can destroy a reputation of integrity. While it takes years to build a reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes, end quote. Thus recognizing that false allegations against him might interfere with his efforts, quote, to lead an honorable personal and professional life, end quote. Sir Grange promised to, quote, pursue those who have made those outrageous allegations against him, end quote. In stark contrast, when Drake confronted UMG about his role in promoting allegations of sexual misconduct lacking, quote, the slightest factual basis, end quote, against him, UMG refused to do anything to help. That's a problem. Instead, UMG continued to republish and promote the defamatory material even after Drake had unequivocally denied the allegations in public and had communicated that in private to UMG. I mean, just think about it. If you work somewhere, would you be cool with your company that you work for promoting lies told about you, making money off of lies told about you? Drake informed UMG of the tangible harm that the publication and promotion of the recording had caused him, including violence, threats, reputational and financial damage, and more. Yet UMG still chose money over the safety and well-being of his artists, notwithstanding its public commitment to, quote, behaving honorably and with honesty, end quote, and, quote, setting the right tone in all that we do, end quote. Many months prior to filing this litigation, Drake attempted to address these claims privately with UMG. Drake believed, per Sir Grange, that UMG's leadership should be held, quote, accountable for the decisions we make and how we conduct ourselves, end quote. And UMG purports to care about threatening and abusive behavior. Indeed, UMG's code of conduct notes that, quote, harassment can take different forms, such as speech that is threatening or abusive, end quote, and declares that, quote, violence, threats, physical intimidation are not tolerated at Universal Music, end quote, because, quote, we all share the responsibility to make health and safety a constant priority, end quote. Yet in response to Drake's concerns, UMG responded that Drake would face humiliation if he brought legal action, presuming that the public would be unable to understand UMG's role in exploiting and profiting from this dispute. UMG's posture as the, quote, world's largest music company, end quote, was that it's untouchable. And they're right. Soon as Drake come out with this lawsuit, everybody call him a hoe and call him a bitch, and everybody's stand with Lucian Grange. Everybody stands with UMG. The lawsuit states this ain't about Kendrick. It ain't addressed to Kendrick anyway. Everybody's going to say this is all about Kendrick. So I do believe that UMG told him that because it's the truth. It is the truth, unfortunately. It's the truth. The majority of people going to call Drake a hoe for this. But he on demon time, so it's not surprising to me. You take these demon ass deals and then you surprised when you win a demon prize. Crazy to me. UMG's response to Drake was especially perverse, given that it is perfectly willing to sue to protect its own interests when it believes that doing so will protect its property. UMG is engaged in the business of acquiring, administering, licensing, exploiting, and otherwise monetizing the music of its artists, including Drake, and it does not hesitate to file lawsuits when doing so suits its financial interest. This lawsuit is both necessary and appropriate because UMG has repeatedly defamed Drake while exploiting and monetizing his work. With his own record label having waged a campaign against him and refusing to address this as a business matter, Drake has been left with no choice but to seek legal redress against UMG. UMG may spin this complaint as a rap beef gone legal, but this lawsuit is not about a war of words between artists. This lawsuit involves no claims against Kendrick Lamar or any other artist. Instead, it's about UMG. Now, let's just stop right there. You got to understand something, bro. It'd be different if it was another record label that pushed this shit. We got to be honest about that. This would be different if this was another record label. The fact that it's Drake's record label, that has to matter. I personally ain't, you're not going to get me to sign on to the fact of it's cool for these niggas to be doing this shit. You're not gonna get me to side with the corporations on doing shit like this. You're just not gonna get me to do it. If it was another record label, cool. It's part of the game. But for you to find out that, wait, y'all are crashing. I'm in contract talks with y'all. My deal's coming to an end. Y'all want to extend me, but y'all know it's gonna cost a lot of money. So y'all do everything y'all can to promote Kendrick's record in my face. And then come back after my reputation's been tore to the ground and y'all promoted me being a pedophile. Y'all promoted this. Because understand, this is why he can say, I don't have no beef with Kendrick. Kendrick could come out and go, I want to call Drake a pedophile. And if they said no, if they had heard that song the first time and said, no, you're not calling Drake a pedophile, it would have been dead in the water and nobody would have ever known about it. Because that's how the record labels work. They were slick in what they did. They like, go ahead and do that shit. So that way, if Drake do get mad that we helped him with that shit, he's going to look goofy. Actually, a great play by UMG. UMG knew what public perception would be on this. It was a win-win. Because here's the crazy part. Let's say that Drake had came back with a response crazier than that. That makes you wonder, would they have not promoted it? Because remember, they didn't want Drake to win the beef at all because, according to Drake, obviously, they were trying to lower his price. Which, come on. Of course the record label's trying to lower the price. Especially on a nigga like Drake. So that's where my whole thing is like, I can't be mad at Drake saying this because that's the truth. Bro, you know how mad I'd have been had I had like you mean to tell me you would be cool with Puffy promoting Hit 'Em Up? Puffy bought Hit 'Em Up and then he's promoting Hit 'Em Up. No, like nobody would be okay with their job promoting lies about them. That's where it's like, he's got a point. Y'all paying people, y'all was disabling copyright. I remember when that happened. It's about UMG, the publisher and exclusive rights holder of Lamar's music, which they are, as well as Drake's, that's a conflict. And his malicious decision to publish and promote through covert means false allegations about Drake that UMG knew were false, explosive, inflammatory, and certain to result in both vitriol and substantial harm to Drake's reputation. Notwithstanding a relationship spanning more than a decade, UMG intentionally sought to turn Drake into a pariah, a target for harassment, or worse. UMG did so not because it believes any of these false claims to be true, but instead because it would profit from damaging Drake's reputation. Drake thus brings this action to hold UMG responsible for the actual and foreseeable harm he has suffered and will continue to suffer because of UMG's choice to elevate profits over the well-being of its artists and the music consuming public. What is to stop them from doing this to Kendrick? Because here's the thing, they've done it for Drake before. Drake won beefs he shouldn't have won and shit like that because remember how they was pumping up back to back? I gotta commend Drake of this. I gotta commend him of, he knew that he was gonna get roasted for this. But he took it seriously and his argument makes sense. It really does. If you got to be honest about it. I know people that just hate Drake can't be honest about it and just go, he's a bitch, he a hoe for this. The arguments make sense. He even made arguments about how, like, basically they set Kendrick up. That's why he like, why am I go with Kendrick? He don't own the rights to none of this shit. if you was in contract negotiations, like especially these rich companies and shit, man, they'll use anything to lower your price, bro. And calling you a pedophile, that's not out of the will. Parties. Plaintiff Aubrey Drake Graham, aka Drake, is a rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. Oh my lord. Drake is a citizen of Texas. Oh, now you from Texas. Now Drake is from Texas. Exactly, Jonathan. You call a motherfucker pedophile, then like, well, we gotta talk. Like, can't just be saying shit like that. UMG has recording contracts with some of the world's biggest artists, including Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Adele, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. Jurisdiction and venue, yeah, we doing this up here because it's more than 75 bands. Drake is internationally recognized as a multi-talented rap superstar. Timeout. Let's stop right there. We think Drake got multiple talents. I'll give you that too, Star Child, for sure. Drake's career spans 2 decades. While Drake first rose to fame in the early 2000s as the star of hit Canadian teen drama television series Degrassi, The Next Generation, the rapper Drake is now known worldwide. Some of Drake's biggest hits include Hotline Bling and One Dance. Oh, man. What is this? 8 studio albums with more than 170 million albums sold, and including 244 million singles sold. Drake has had 13 number 1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Okay. You've been nominated for 55 Grammys, won 5, and won 1 in 2023, won 42 Billboard Music Awards, but you don't own none of your shit. You won all these fake ass trophies and you don't own shit. You shouldn't even be signed up under nobody that will do some shit like this. But here we are. Drake accepted Billboard's Artist of the Decade award. You no respect. Drake founded the Canadian-based record label OVO. Nigga, we've never bro. There has yet to be a successful OVO artist yet. Say ho v ho. Drake also used the brand name OVO, represented by an owl, which is that one owl, that demon owl, for his clothing brand, far more than just, quote, label merch, end quote. The clothing brand has collaborated with Canada Goose, Canadian retailer Roots, Disney, the NCAA, the NFL, and Supreme. In addition to lucrative online sales, OVO operates several brick and mortar stores in Canada, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Drake founded a multidisciplinary media production company, Dream Crew, which operates a management company, production house, and content studio. Through Dream Crew Entertainment, Drake has executive produced award-winning documentary films, feature films, and hit television programs for FX, Hulu, Netflix, and HBO, including Top Boy, which has received awards for the British Academy Television Awards, and Euphoria, for which Drake received a Primetime Emmy Award nomination. So let me just say this. Why do you give a fuck about that song? You literally have won everything, nigga. Like, who cares? There's no way I would be winning like this and care. Like, it's one thing to care about, like, I don't know. It's just a weird position. It's just weird for Drake to be this big and still signed. We've never really seen this before. As a celebrity with global name recognition, Drake is regularly approached for collaborations, partnerships, and endorsement deals. In 2013, Drake became the global ambassador for Toronto's NBA team, the Toronto Raptors. Since then, Drake has inspired new alternate team jerseys, narrated team advertisement, hosted a Drake night each season for several years, and pledged charitable contributions to refurbish community basketball courts and to support Canada basketball, the country's National Basketball Federation. Who gives a shit? What does this have to do with anything? I don't give a fuck, Drake. I'm not about to hear you describe the boogeyman either, nigga. Like, this nigga Drake, bro. What is this nigga be on? This whole framing of them as the boogeyman is wild. All right. UMG and Drake have a long partnership. UMG began profiting off Drake's art in 2009, and you still signed to these niggas in 25, bro. The parties extended their contract in 2022. After announcing the contract extension, Sir Grange described Drake as one of the biggest artists of today and expressed that UMG couldn't be more excited about what lies ahead for his relationship with Drake. Through the contract extension, UMG profits from its exclusive right to exploit Drake's music. The contract between UMG and Drake is up for renegotiation in 2025. By the spring of 2024, UMG understood that the rise of streaming platforms had enhanced the bargaining power of artists. Established artists whose contracts are coming up for renewal are in an improved position to demand higher take rates due to the improvement in the visibility of cash flows and risk reduction. And as described below on Information and Belief, UMG was incentivized to act, and in fact did act, in a manner to reduce that bargaining leverage in advance of upcoming negotiations with Drake over contract renewal. UMG has licensing and publishing rights over Kendrick Lamar's music. All right, we already been over that, nigga. You told already. UMG publishes the recording and begins to defame Drake. On May 4, 2024, pursuant to its publication and licensing rights, UMG published the recording for streaming on YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Tidal, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, Napster. Damn! Napster's still around? What is Qbuzz, Quobuzz, Last FM, and Deezer, and made the recording available for purchase on Apple Music and Amazon Music. When viewed on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, and Deezer, the recording includes the following language: exclusive license to Interscope Records, which is a division of UMG. Since defendant's initial publication of the recording has been streamed globally more than 990 million times on Spotify alone as of the date of this filing. The recording repeatedly accuses Drake of engaging in criminal acts, including pedophilia and other acts that will require registering as a sex offender and of being registered as a sex offender. Within the first minute, the recording identifies Drake by name and states that Lamar has heard that Drake has a predilection for underage women. Quote, "Say, Drake, I hear you like them young." Nigga, this is not real. The next line is a thinly veiled threat that Drake should be careful that he never ends up in prison, a place where child predators are notoriously targets of violence. Quote, you better not ever go to cell block 1. The recording continues to say that any woman who falls in love with Drake should be careful to hide her little sister from him. Next, in a perverse reference to Drake's 2021 album, Certified Lover Boy, he, quote, certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. In a play on the dual meaning of minor, a person under the age of 18, in a musical scale, the recording says that Drake is, quote, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Later in the recording, Lamar describes Drake as, quote, Malibu's most wanted. Yeah, but you wrong on that with Drake. You know that bar is talking about you being lame, nigga, from Malibu Most Wanted, nigga. The recording continues to say that Drake and the people in his circle need to be served with a subpoena because a predator moves in flocks, and asserts that Drake's name got to be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. The recording also repeatedly suggests that violence should be used against Drake because he is a pedophile, like the sound of someone being beaten up, and the recording repeats, wop, 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 and then says Lamar will fuck him up. This ain't real. This is not fucking real, Drake. Drake is willing to make himself look like a total bitch to get these niggas. I gotta respect that much of it. Later, the recording threatens that if Drake comes to Oakland, where Lamar grew up, he will not make it out alive. I think the Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. The recording makes clear that justice will be served not through the legal system and or commentary on social media. Quote, fuck a caption. This nigga done time stepped the whole song. This ain't real. Drake, you wild. Physical violence, quote, want action, no accident, I'm hands on, he fuck around and get polished. At the end of the recording, the lyrics threateningly repeat, hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. No, no. No. This is outrageous. The recording contains numerous additional statements that imply the existence of evidence to support the allegations against Drake. The recording threatens that Lamar could reveal more secrets about Drake. Quote, rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. End quote. And that the public will believe him. Quote, the audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey, Drake, they're not slow. End quote. The recording continues by making reference to several Drake songs, Family Matters, and God's Plan, and accusing Drake of being a liar for denying allegations of criminality. The family matter and the truth of the matter, it was God's plan to show y'all the liar. Oh. He a fan, 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 he a fan. Oh shit, good night, Awake. Oh. Oh. The recording also makes a vulgar attack on Drake's brand OVO. What OVO stand for? What OVO for? The other vaginal option. Pussy. Quote, let me hear you say OV ho. No, stop. You didn't really put this in the lawsuit, nigga. OV ho, say OV ho, OV ho. Furthering the recording's refrain that Drake is, quote, not like us, the recording alludes to Drake's Jewish heritage, saying that Drake is not a colleague, but a fucking colonizer. Wait, are you trying to say that Drake, are you trying to say that he was being anti-Semitic? Come on, nigga. Drake, that's a stretch. Now you stretching shit. No, bro, stop. With the recording, UMG also published an accompanying image on May 4th, 2024 to YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Tidal, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, Napster, Qobuz, Last.fm, and Deezer, the UMPG website, and Meta and TikTok. Any person who views, listens to, or streams the recording on one of these platforms can view the image on Google Images, image on Apple Music, image on Spotify, image on Amazon Music. That's true, bro. Y'all niggas got this niggas. Kendrick can bar this nigga out. I'm not with the company getting this bread. This shit crazy. The image features an aerial view of Drake's Toronto home, includes identifying information regarding the location of the home, and is covered in the icons used by law enforcement and public safety applications like Citizen to identify child sex offenders and their residences on public registries. As of the date of this filing, UMG's original publications of the recording and image remain available on the aforementioned platforms. At all relevant times, UMG knew that the allegations in the defamatory material were baseless. And despite being able to contact Drake, at no point has UMG ever asked Drake or his representatives about whether the allegations in the defamatory material were true. On information and belief, Sir Grange and Mr. Janik were involved in the initial publication of the recording and image. Separately, on information and belief, Monty and Avery Lippman, Republic CEO and president respectively, failed to prevent the publication. The defamatory material is false. The allegations against Drake are unequivocally false. Drake has never been charged with, indicted for, or convicted of any charges of sexual violence or assault, including but not limited to sexual violence against a minor. Drake, I love that you said this way more clear than Jay. Nor has Drake engaged in an inappropriate romantic or sexual behavior with a minor. The recording provides no evidentiary support for any of his defamatory allegations. Instead, the recording opaquely references hearing these allegations and threatens that it can go further. Drake publicly denies the defamatory material. On May 5th, 2024, just a day after UMG published the recording and image, Drake denied all the allegations in a song called The Heart Part 6. The more I'm reading this shit, I think this was a play between Kendrick and Drake. It's a win-win. Because the way that this shit's written out, and I know y'all like this, UMG's gonna have to settle this. They not gonna want discovery on this shit. Whatever Drake is trying to get out of this, he probably gonna get. And he probably just want a better deal, which, because they not gonna let him go. That's most you probably gonna get out of this Drake is a better deal. The devil got you on that contract, and you gonna stay up under that devil contract. Despite being able to contact Drake, UMD did not ask Drake or his representatives to discuss his denials of the allegations contained within. So you supposed, come on, Drake, that's a bit much. Well, maybe it ain't. It is your company. It's like, he's like, they ain't even asked me if I was a pedophile. They just put the song out. That's some real shit. Within days after UMG's initial publication of the recording and image, which depicted the location of Drake's residence in Toronto, accused him of being a criminal pedophile and called for violence against him, multiple strangers, including at least one armed with a deadly weapon, targeted Drake. At 2 a.m. on May 7, 2024, a group of men drove by Drake's Toronto's residence, screamed, "Fuck Drake," and released at least 2 shots. One bullet went through. You want me to believe they shot 2 shots and one of them hit your security guard? Drake, did y'all shoot this nigga on? Did y'all set this play up? That's why it's making it look like a play. Drake, somebody shot at your fucking house because of that song. That's another bullet hit and seriously wounded Drake's security guard. Drake and others in the house rushed to the man's aid, trying to keep him from bleeding out. While the ambulance came, the injuries he sustained were serious, and for 2 days, doctors were not sure if he would live. The news quickly jumped on the story of the violent attack against Drake, with all the major news outlets publishing stories. For days, news helicopters flew overhead the Toronto house, while no one from UMG ever reached out to Drake or any of his representatives to check on his well-being. UMG undoubtedly saw the press coverage of the attack. Now that's trifling. We have to all agree on that. Drake house gets shot at, and his record label don't even call him to check on him. UMG don't call to check on Drake? That's wild. That's wild. We gotta admit that's wild. Nigga, everybody heard about that shit when Drake got shot. His house got shot at. And you mean to tell me y'all niggas didn't even call? Hey, Drake, you good over there? You mean to tell me y'all niggas got jobs where y'all would get y'all house could get shot at and you the best employee of the entire spot and your job wouldn't even call see if you okay? This is job. Like, nigga, if Drake gets shot, that's $1 billion. Drake getting shot is $1 billion operation failure. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about the weekend. Not in this sense. If we talk about the weekend versus Drake, yeah, don't nobody give a fuck about the weekend getting shot up. Shit, the world as a whole really didn't give a fuck about Dolph getting shot up. R.I.P. to Dolph. Drake getting shot at, like, that's just kind of weird. And not that you don't link the YouTube video in here, nigga, you are ridiculous. Also on May 7, 2024, across the globe in London, United Kingdom, Drake's OVO clothing store was vandalized with graffiti that read, "They not like us." The graffiti was likely viewed by hundreds of Carnaby street passerby before the glass window could be removed and millions online once the news broke. May 8, 2024, a different invader attempted to break into Drake's property by using his bare hands to dig under the security gate. The invader slid under the fence and entered the property, screaming racist slurs and threats toward Drake. Drake, you should have beat his ass. Why did you just go out there for the one-on-one? You should have had your security, see if that nigga had any motherfucking straps or knives on him, took that shit off and beat his ass, nigga. What the fuck? You can't just let niggas come up on your yard like this. The invader was apprehended by security before making it to the house. On May 9, 2024, there was another trespasser on Drake's Toronto property. This time, the trespasser got into a physical altercation with Drake's security guards before being taken away by the police. That's what I'm saying. Beat his ass. The individual returned to Drake's property on May 11, 2024. These acts of violence against his residence where Drake lives with his son and against his business are not normal. In all of the years he has been a celebrity, nothing like the events of early May has ever happened to Drake before. After these attacks, Drake reasonably fears for the safety of his family and himself, particularly at his Toronto property. Following the May 7th shooting, Drake temporarily pulled his 7-year-old son out of school and the Toronto, I guess you mean in the Toronto area. Or no, pulled him out of school and pulled him out of the Toronto area. Okay, I got you. Drake lives his life differently since UMG published the defamatory material. That's probably true. Drake has increased the security team in Toronto and everywhere he goes. Well, he can't really go nowhere, and I don't necessarily want to say because of the fear of necessarily violent attacks, but nigga, he getting clowned anywhere he go. Niggas is gonna try to get close and clown him. Try to go viral. On July 4th, 2024, 2 months after UMG initially published the recording and image with knowledge of the actual violence and online threats that had already emerged, UMG published a Not Like Us music video on YouTube and to users of Apple Music and Tidal. Video on YouTube. Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. This nigga screenshotted the closed captioning. Drake is wild business, bro. Drake is wild business. On YouTube, a watermark for Vivo LLC appears in the bottom right of the video. The YouTube caption for the video lists a Vivo LLC URL. Universal Music is a significant owner of Vivo, which is privately held American multinational music video hosting service. Universal Music uses Vivo to distribute video content to global platforms such as YouTube and major television networks. The video depicts images bolstering the recording's defamatory allegations. For example, the lyrics, "Trying to start recording is probably A minor," are matched with the image of hopscotch, a popular playground game for children. The imagery reinforces the drawn-out singing of the A minor. The nigga C walking through the the hopscotch shit on that part is diabolical. I ain't gonna lie to you, Kendrick. That shit is diabolical. Kendrick Lamar is depicted in front of shipping containers with air conditioning units inside. These images are associated with sex trafficking. The video also includes allusions to Drake's OVO brand, which is represented by an owl in combination with the lyrics, wop, 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 dot, fuck 'em up. Shows Lamar beating an owl-shaped pinata with a bat. During this scene, a caption appears at the bottom of the video that states, disclaimer, no OV hoes were harmed during the making of this video. This is diabolical. In conclusion, the video depicts a prolonged shot of a live owl in a cage. The meaning is clear. Drake belongs behind bars. Defendant's initial publication of the video on YouTube has been viewed more than 206 million times as of the date of this filing. As of the date of this filing, UMG's original publications of the video remain available on the aforementioned platforms. On information and belief, each of Sir Grange, Mr. Janik, Mr. Monty Lippman, and Mr. Avery Lippman played a key role in the initial publication of the video, either in directing or approving the publication and or failing to prevent its publication. Now, I'm telling you, first of all, dial back. We don't do the back and forth from my chat. We don't do that. Dial that shit back. Dial that shit all the way back. Dead that shit immediately. We don't clog up the chat doing back and forth shit. Because shit ain't that deep. Ain't none of that shit that deep. That's number one. Number two, I guarantee there's been situations before where they have shut down songs against Drake. I guarantee there's been other artists who tried to drop songs dissing Drake, try to drop songs dissing other people, and they said no. If Drake can prove that point, this is gonna be bad for them. UMG does not believe now, nor has it ever believed, that Drake is a pedophile, a sex offender, or otherwise a criminal. Defendant published, republished, and promoted the defamatory material, knowing the allegations were not true, or at least with reckless disregard for its falsity. UMG also published and promoted the false allegations against Drake, despite the inherent improbability of the allegations. Reliable contrary information and awareness that they were unsupported by any evidence, let alone reliable evidence. As an initial matter, UMG has a financial interest in knowing any potential liabilities that Drake had or could have. Ooh, that's interesting. Including criminal charges or convictions. As laid out in UMG's code of conduct, UMG is, quote, committed to human dignity, end quote, does not tolerate, quote, human rights abuses such as child labor, slavery, human trafficking, or unsafe or unfair work practices at our operations. Ooh, Drake, that's cold. Okay, Drizzy. And only conducts, quote, business with partners, suppliers, and customers who share our commitment to protecting human rights, end quote. UMG would not have contracted with Drake in the first instance, nor would it have continued to maintain existing contracts had it believed at any relevant time that any of the allegations in the defamatory material were true in any respect. Oh, that's cold, Drake. They like, if they even remotely believed that Drake was a pedophile, they'd have been for stop fucking with him. UMG understands and is easily confirmed through basic public records searches that Drake had never been charged with, indicted for, or convicted of any charges of sexual violence or assault, including but not limited to sexual violence against a minor. Furthermore, UMG had access to Drake and could have asked him directly about the veracity of the allegations at any point in time. UMG also knew, or should have known, that by publishing the defamatory material, it was gambling with Drake's safety. Critically, in addition to accusing Drake of being a criminal pedophile, the defamatory material calls for violence against Drake and depicts his Toronto address. Incidents like 2016's Pizzagate show how accusing someone of being a pedophile and or of committing crimes against children can quickly spin out of control into a viral conspiracy theory and acts of real physical violence. And there's some people that stand firm on Pizzagate. Still, today, UMG directly knows what harms can arise from such, quote, outrageous allegations, end quote, of, quote, criminal activity, end quote. UMG and Sir Grange were recently accused of aiding and abetting P. Diddy in committing heinous and widespread acts of sexual violence against minors. UMG and Sir Grange acted swiftly to refute these allegations in a court filing. Sir Grange stated, quote, I do not take lightly being falsely and publicly accused of criminal activity. And as I said, I intend to pursue those who have made those outrageous allegations against me. Despite having knowledge of the violence that occurred at Drake's Toronto residence, as well as substantial online threats and vitriol directed at Drake, and notwithstanding having a direct line of communication to Drake, UMG did not discuss the video with Drake prior to publishing it. So what's the play here, Drake? So what's the play here, Drake? He's really going very specific on some of this shit. Is that right? You actually put more thought into this than I assume. Y'all got 2 million on YouTube, 983,000 on Instagram, 712,000 on X, 624,000 on Facebook. Interscope reposted. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us becomes the fastest rap song to reach 300 million Spotify streams. It only took 35 days. On June 20, 2024, UMG posted a carousel of photos and videos to its official Instagram account of Lamar performing the recording at the Pop-Out concert, during which the recording was played 5 times back to back. UMG captioned the post, quote, history was made. Nigga, why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? That same day, UMPG posted videos from the Pop-Out performance on its official Instagram, which has hundreds of thousands of followers, Facebook page, and TikTok. The Facebook post included the main Not Like Us refrain from the recording, while the Instagram and TikTok post published the A minor portion of the recording. On Instagram, UMPG captioned the video, quote, they not like us, at Kendrick Lamar pops out with his debut performance of Not Like Us at his Ken and Friends Pop-Out Juneteenth concert in LA. Similarly, on TikTok, UMPG boasted that the, quote, crowd goes wild for Kendrick Lamar's debut performance of Not Like Us at his Juneteenth Pop-Out concert at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, California, end quote. Greg Morella, president of promotion and executive vice president of Capital, another UMG label, promoted the Pop-Out concert on his personal Instagram page with the same photo posted by UMG. On July 5th, 2024, Interscope promoted the video on its Instagram account. The carousel included images and a short clip of the video with the caption, Not Like Us, out now. On July 8th, 2024, UMPG posted a GIF from the video on its X account, encouraging people to watch the video, quote, tell us what was your favorite moment from the Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video. On July 15, 2024, Interscope reposted 2 X posts, including one from Complex regarding a fan's creation of a Not Like Us video game. The post depict images from the video game which emulate the scene from the video in which an owl-shaped piñata is beaten with a bat and ultimately destroyed. The posts together have 3.5 million views. On July 16, 2024, Interscope reposted on X that the recording had become, quote, the best-selling rap song of 2024 in the U.S., end quote. On July 24, 2024, UMG posted on its X account about the recording charting as the most streamed song of the week. On August 29, 2024, UMG posted on X with a link to a Spotify, quote, Summer Hits 2024 playlist with a caption boasting that the recording was a song of the summer. On his YouTube channel, Interscope curates playlists of recommended music videos for fans. As of the date of this filing, the video is featured on the label's music video playlist. Oh, buddy. On November 8, 2024, following an extensive publicity campaign launched and managed by UMG, the Recording Academy nominated the recording for several Grammy Awards, including top awards for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Song, and nominated the video for Best Music Video. Following the release of the nominations, Interscope posted a congratulatory message on his Instagram. UMG also posted on Instagram and X bragging about the nomination for Song of the Year. Nigga, he's right, bro. Nigga, they got the licenses shit up here, bro. On the UMPG website, third parties seeking to license songs for audiovisual publications can filter by genre, chart-topping songs, and theme playlists. UMPG markets the recording as having a winning achievement lyrical theme. Oh, Drake, you cold for that one. Drake, you cold for that one. UMG further promotes the recording for licensing by listing its success on the music charts. For example, on UMPG's website, a third party could search for songs in the Hot 100 singles. UMG also curates themed playlists on UMPG's website for marketing purposes. The recording is currently featured on the Winner Circle playlist with 26 other songs that can be licensed. As a result of its marketing efforts, UMG has repeatedly licensed the recording to be performed publicly and published on other platforms. For example, on June 19, 2024, the recording was performed 5 times in a row at a concert in Inglewood to a crowd of approximately 16,000 attendees, a live stream of over 186,000 viewers on Amazon's Prime Video and Twitch. The live stream broke Amazon Music's streaming record for the most minutes watched of any Amazon Music production ever across Prime Video and Twitch. In the 3 days following the concert, Kendrick Lamar received nearly 61 million combined official on-demand U.S. streams. The recording represented approximately 21 million of those combined streams, a 62% increase from the 3-day period preceding the concert. This republication on June 19, 2024, and its subsequent republication on streaming platforms reached more than 21 million people and could not have occurred without UMG's explicit permission. UMG subsequently made the live performance of the recording available to be played on the radio, and the radio stations played it. UMG has also leveraged its existing licensing agreements with TikTok and Meta to make the recording and video available to users of those platforms. As of the date of this filing, the recording had been used in over 1.3 million videos on TikTok. More than 100 TikToks using the recording have been viewed at least 2 million times each, with many being viewed tens of millions of times. In total, 125 popular TikToks have been viewed over 1 billion times. And as of the date of this filing, the recording has been used in over 616,000 reels on Instagram. UMG also granted licenses for the recording to be played at sporting events, award shows, and political rallies. The recording has been played and broadcast on television during coverage of games for the MLB, NBA, and WNBA. The recording also played during the July 2024 ESPY Awards, an annual award ceremony that honors the top athletes and sports performances of the year. During a July 20th, 2024 campaign rally for Vice President Kamala Harris in Atlanta, Georgia. The DJ played the recording to the live crowd. Video footage showing the crowd singing along to the lyrics. Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Is trying to strike a chord and is probably a minor. Quickly went viral on social media. The recording also played during the highly anticipated roll call vote for president during the Democratic National Convention. The recording blared in the United Center as California's Governor Gavin Newsom cast the state's delegates. The convention was reportedly viewed by approximately 20 million people across 12 television networks. The recording also became the postseason anthem for the Los Angeles Dodgers playoff run and eventual 2024 World Series victory. The Dodgers had, hey man, shout out to my Dodgers. The Dodgers had featured the recording in a hype video posted to their official YouTube page. Lamar set the headline the Apple Music Super Bowl LIX halftime show in New Orleans on February 9th, 2025, which will be broadcasted on Fox. On information and belief, UMG conferred financial benefits and leveraged existing business relationships to secure the headliner spot at the Super Bowl. UMG made covert payments to third parties to deceive consumers. In addition to publishing, marketing, and licensing the defamatory material, on information and belief, UMG also put a thumb on the scale by providing covert financial incentives to third parties to further spread the lies against Drake. UMG caused third parties to fake streams. UMG directly or through its agents conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of the recording on Spotify. Bots are software programs designed to mimic human behavior to appear to be real social media accounts. One individual whose identity is unknown to plaintiff revealed publicly on a popular podcast that Kendrick Lamar's label, i.e. Interscope, paid him via third parties to use bots to achieve 30 million streams on Spotify in the initial days following the recording's release, with the goal of jumpstarting its spread and turning it into a crazy hit on the platform. UMG's desire to jumpstart the recording's popularity is unsurprising because streams beget more streams. Songs identified as top streamers land on most popular lists and playlists, which leads to more streams and therefore more licensing requests, more purchases, more partnerships, and ultimately more money for UMG. The whistleblower describes Spotify as the easiest platform to bot because it does not, like other streaming platforms, have certain security measures. When it comes to bot protection, the whistleblower further revealed that on May 6, 2024, an individual affiliated with Interscope sent him a payment of $2,500 via the digital payment platform Zelle, and that he was promised another $2,500 and a percentage of the recording's total sales for the initial push. Fake streams are a well-known problem across the music industry. In 2023, the Financial Times reported that experts estimated that as much as 10% of all music streams are fake or derived from bots and streaming farms, where devices run services like Spotify and other streaming platforms on loop. Universal Music, Spotify, and Apple Music, among others, participated in a study at the request of the French Parliament, which found that between 1 billion and 3 billion fake streams took place on the popular music platforms in 2021. Publicly, Spotify has stated that it is aware of the issue of bots on its platform and is actively working to address it. In response to Drake's pre-litigation filing in New York State Court, Spotify explained that, quote, it invests heavily in automated and manual reviews to prevent, detect, and mitigate the impact of artificial streaming on its platform. Oh my goodness, y'all gave money to people over this shit. Like, this is outrageous. Payola, we all know about payola. What? It remains an open secret within the music industry that power players like UMG are continuing to engage in payola. Fact. In November 2024, New York radio DJ Funkmaster Flex released an alleged price list for payola on radio stations. $350,000 for a popular radio station, $250,000 for urban radio, so a pop music radio station, $100,000 for a mix show, $3,000 to $5,000 per song for local DJs. Other whistleblowers in the music industry have similarly confirmed the use of widespread payola, with some claiming to have proof. And this is going on when I was working there. Now, this is interesting. UMG took other unprecedented steps to promote the defamatory material. Let me grab my drink. Give my eyes a 2-second break. Damn it. Damn it, Drake. I think you like the young. Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. See, UMG, you got YouTubers singing that shit. Drake, this might be one of your smartest plays ever. What UMG gonna say? Their argument can't be that he's mad about Kendrick. That can't be their argument. Wow. This might be one of Drake's smartest plays ever. On May 4, 2024, UMG removed the recording's copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, thereby whitelisting the recording. On information and belief, this action was directed by Interscope's Executive Vice President and Head of Digital Marketing, Ramon Alvarez Smichael. No disrespect. This whitelisting was done purposely and with the full knowledge of UMG for the purpose of spreading the recording and its defamatory content as broadly as possible and as quickly as possible. UMG has a formal ban on whitelisting and had never whitelisted a song on any platform. To plaintiff's knowledge, in and around June 2024, UMG reinstituted the copyright restrictions on the recording. The effect of whitelisting the recording was massive and immediate. Able to play the recording in full in their own videos and to profit from them, creators rushed to republish the recording in reaction videos. As just a few examples: Cartier Family, No Life Shaq, YouTuber Zias. I ain't heard of none of these niggas. RDC. Why do people like RDC? Them niggas are not funny to me. I'm not trying to hate. Kai Sanat. These content creators could not have legally republished the defamatory material. Yes, they could have. Or profited from the reaction videos without UMG first whitelisting and recorded. No, they could have just went to court over the shit and they'd have lost if it was fair use. On information and belief, UMG also paid influencers on Instagram and X to post content about the defamatory material for the purpose of spreading the content to larger audiences. Yeah, we heard all of this, Drake. We know. It's basically the same shit. Okay, you basically already said that. What? Members of the public believe and repeat the false allegations. Wait, this nigga about to put comments in here. Wait, time out, Drake. RDC made the lawsuit. His video had 4 million views. Everybody think that should be funny. All them LeBron skits, them shits be corny to me. Now, the one they did about when that nigga was like, we got to go back to the hood and start selling guns or selling drugs and shit again. That one was fun. That nigga was dead ass. Say, Drake, I hear you like him when young. Say, Drake, I hear you like him young. You better never go to cell block 1. Members of the public believe and repeat the false allegations. Members of the public have taken the allegations in the defamatory material to be statements of fact, even after Drake's public and private denials. On April 30th, 2024, less than a week before the release of the recording, UMG released another song by Kendrick Lamar, Euphoria, that threatened that, quote, or that threatened that he, quote, won't tell truths about Drake if Drake don't tell no lie about me. And ominously stated that, quote, that he, quote, knows some shit about Drake. To the reasonable listener, any further allegations levied by Lamar against Drake would be based in truth and undisclosed fact, not rumor or opinion. Immediately after the release of the recording and image, people all over the internet began repeating the allegations against Drake, believing them to be statements of fact. These posts number in at least hundreds of thousands. As one user put it, quote, this isn't a diss, it's the truth. The culture isn't just not fucking with Drake. It's correcting itself by kicking out these predators, Drake, Diddy, etc. Another user wrote that the recording is, quote, telling the truth about Drake being a pedo. Other users echoed the same, quote, Drake has more than 800K dislikes on that song because everybody believe he loves touching children because we have evidence everywhere. Shit. Quote, I love this song. We would have never known Drake is a whole pedophile if this information wasn't exposed. Nigga, Drake in his bag, nigga. Hold up, nigga. He getting all the good comments, nigga. Quote, respect and love you, Kendrick, for keeping it 100. From your tone, anger, and passion behind your words, there is no doubt on my end that Drake is indeed a pedophile. Wow. Drake has found the golden comments. These are golden for his argument. Quote, Kendrick just exposed Drake for running with pedos and sex offenders. I don't know. I don't think Kendrick is dumb to make false accusations. I don't want to assume without proof, but shit, ain't gonna look good for Drake. Like, I feel like he's still holding some shit back and ain't saying everything he knows about Drake. Wow. Even if he did, they got to be able to prove that. Gotta be able to prove that. And they won't. Drake, you took your time with this. I gotta respect it. Many people reacted to the image who depicts Drake's Toronto residence and 13 sexual predator icons. One user asked, who are the 13 pedophiles at Park Lane Circle? Demonstrating that they believe the image to be accurately depicting who lived or spent time in the home. Others reacted similarly to UMG's initial publication of the recording and image to YouTube. Quote, just realized the thumbnail is from the Sexual Predators app. Quote, oh my God, is that a sex offender app or a sex offender map on Drake's house? Quote, nah, that many pedos in one spot is crazy. Drake canceled. Quote, Drake housed a bunch of pedos at his house. Quote, yo, sex offenders have to register. Red means sexual assault against minor. Drake has 13 of them living in his house. End quote. Drake's pedo mansion. Those are the markers used to show pedos that live next to your kids. Wow. People all over the internet also question why Drake has not yet been arrested and called for the police and FBI and the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, as well as Child Protective Services to investigate the statements in the recording. On comments on UMG's initial publication of the defamatory material to YouTube, users commented, quote, the FBI needs to come at this point. Quote, the caged owl got me truly believing Kendrick knows Drake going to prison possibly. Hey, Kendrick, quote, hey, Kendrick, don't diss Drake. It's a waste of time. Just call the cops and snitching Drake is a pedophile. So Drake go to jail and you can win. Bye. Quote, hide your children from Drake, end quote. Quote, if what Kendrick is saying is true, Drake needs to be locked up, end quote. Quote, Drake just need to be locked up, end quote. Quote, yo, I'm about to call Child Protective Services because this is abuse, end quote. Quote, Drake's number one op is Child Protective Services, end quote. Quote, at this point, CIA and FBI need to step in, end quote. And, quote, I like to step this way. Step that way. Are we locked in? I picture Drake getting locked behind bars. Damn. Some comments went so far as to specifically reference Drake's 7-year-old son by name. Quote, it's scary if what Kendrick said is true about Drake. Mother of Adonis, save your child, end quote. Quote, Adonis gets to play with the trap kids in Drake's mansion when he does good. Oh. Quote, I don't think Drake can even attempt to parent Adonis anymore, end quote. And in an especially vile post, quote, I bet Drake touches Adonis too. Y'all got to take it to the next level every time. Every time. Many posters turn to racial and religious slurs against Drake, who is mixed race and Jewish. For example, users on YouTube and X commented, quote, is Drake that pedo Jew boy, end quote. Quote, Drake's Jew protection pedo team will get him off, end quote. Wow. Y'all niggas is out here, nigga. Y'all nigga. Drake, you might get something out of this. This is wild. Quote, I'll say it. Them Jews are the colonizers. That's who Drake represents. We got to take our music back from those devils. Quote, on a deeper level, they not like us. Understand Drake is a Khazarian Jew. If you know the history, you know that they stole the identity of the true biblical Semitic Israelites, us, and are claiming to be Jewish people today. So when Kendrick says, you're not a colleague, you're a colonizer, it goes much deeper than rap. If you know, you know. Nigga, y'all niggas is out here. Quote, stop by Compton's Tams, number 21. Not y'all with the Tams, nigga. Stop by Compton Tams, number 21 with the homie for some burgers and to call Drake a Jewish pedophile. What? You know I had to do it to him, not like us at Kendrick Lamar. Keck shout out Rosecrans. And quote, bro, Drake is a colonizer because he is Jewish. Y'all niggas is wild. In a May 10th, 2024 recording of the quote, It's Been a Minute show, produced by National Public Radio, NPR, host Brittany Luce discussed the allegations in the recording with NPR music reporter Sydney Madden and writer Terhaka Love. They understood the recording to be linking Drake and his alleged criminal behavior to other famous figures who were revealed to the public as sexual predators and later convicted for their crimes, such as rapper R. Kelly. When the fuck did R. Kelly become a rapper? R. Kelly was not a rapper. Miss Madden insinuated that the allegations could be true, commenting that quote, much dirt has been unearthed, end quote. To love the allegations rose to the level of warning and investigation, because while this, quote, sort of behavior, end quote, meaning sexual violence, is, quote, in our faces for a lot of different industries, end quote, it is unusual for the allegations to come from, quote, contemporaries, end quote. The podcast positioned the recording as having the potential to be a tipping point for a, quote, for a hashtag Me Too movement in the world of hip hop. Wowzers. Drake been clocking y'all niggas and everything y'all was saying. Luce explicitly asked her guests whether they considered the allegations in the recording to be art or, quote, cause for an actual criminal investigation, end quote. Ms. Madden answered by pointing to the trial of rapper Young Thug, who was recently criminally prosecuted in Georgia on RICO charges in a case where the prosecution relied heavily on rap lyrics as evidence. Other celebrities have suggested the possible truth of the allegations. During his set at a May 7, 2024 charity event, actor and comedian Seth Rogen commented on how Drake must feel now that, quote, people are dancing, quote, to a song that calls him a sexual predator. Mr. Rogen said, quote, could you imagine going to a club and seeing a room full of people dance to a song about you being a pedophile? Especially if you were one? I don't know if he is, but if he was, I assume that'd be a very alarming moment in your life. Oh no, they're on to me, end quote. Others compare Drake to infamous people who have actually been charged with and found guilty of sex crimes. In comments on UMG's initial publication of the recording and image to YouTube, users commented, quote, Drake is a pedophile and sexual abuser on the level of Weinstein, Diddy, and Epstein. And people like Drake, Weinstein, Epstein, using power and money to humiliate and terrorize and traffic and groom females and children, end quote. Commenters on the video repeated similar sentiments such as, quote, we have an anti-PDF anthem, about time. No justice for guys like Diddy, Epstein, and Drake. And all the victims they caused, much less the Johns, end quote. Users characterized Drake of being just another Hollywood pedo, believing the accusations, many listeners also repeated the calls for violence against Drake for the defamatory material in the comment sections of UMG's first publication of the recording and video on YouTube. Users made threats. Quote, Drake not going to be able to touch down into Cali going forward. Somebody gonna Biggie Smalls him. Damn. Homies out here don't tolerate pedophilia. Not even joking. Quote, Drake better come with 7 Secret Service type security if he plans on going through LA. And even then, that might not be enough. They not like us. And, quote, Drake can never go to LA without Secret Service level security now, end quote. On X, the references to violence continue. Quote, this is one of those situations where you just gotta kill yourself if you're Drake. Shit. This nigga getting bodied by Seth Rogen, random comments. Other commenters revealed in the idea of Drake suffering from sexual assault in prison. Quote, even nerds know if you're messing with kids, you don't do good in jail. And, quote, everyone is dancing to Drake being a pedo getting violated in prison, end quote. That's wild. Belief in the truth of defamatory material persisted in direct response to Drake's denial of the claims in, quote, The Heart Part 6, end quote. The Heart Part 6 out now, and we know you're dropping 6 minutes after, so instead of posting my address, you have a lot to address. And somebody replied, I don't care what they say, you'll always be in the big 3 in my book. Wow. The social media reaction described in paragraphs 170 to 184 are just a tiny slice of the public vitriol caused by UMG's defamation of Drake. The spewing of hate against Drake has not been limited to social media. The public has leveraged multiple other platforms to repeat the lies in the defamatory material. For example, users have edited the address that appears on Google Maps and Apple Maps on Drake's Toronto address to read, "Pedophile lives here and he touches little girls." Yo, wow! Y'all didn't go edit the maps, bro. That's too much. Y'all always got to take it to the next level. I don't even know what to say. A minor. Drizzy touches kids. K-Dot pool. That's why this shit feeling like a play. Drake, you was really clocking all of this? How? Unless you was expecting it. Less than a month after UMG published the recording and image, Author Martin Vidal published an article titled, quote, "The Drake-Kendrick Rap Beef, a Case Study of Mob Psychology," end quote. Mr. Vidal explains that mob mentality is a psychological state that causes people to abandon nuance, label anyone who defends the accused as being guilty of the same actions of the accused, reward those who perpetrate their cause, and do bad in the name of doing good, even when accusations are made without supplying any evidence. Mr. Vidal concludes that the public reaction to the allegations against Drake were classic mob mentality, citing the shooting and other trespassing instances of vandalism of Drake's OVO stores and overwhelming negative public outcry. Mr. Vidal explains that this mob mentality is why people can believe the allegations despite the fact that, quote, Drake has never been accused of inappropriate behavior with a minor or something similar like grooming by any underage or formerly underage person he's interacted with or the family or their families or their acquaintances, and just about every alleged victim of such has come out in defense of Drake, end quote. Let's stop there. Nigga, there is evidence of Drake grooming bitches. We can't lie. We cannot lie about that. There is public evidence of that. There is. According to Mike Rothschild, an author and expert on conspiracy theories, accusations of pedophilia are particularly ripe for conspiracies. He describes the allegations of child sexual abuse cause people to, quote, immediately just lose their mind, even if these children don't exist, end quote. And even, quote, if you just put out the suggestion there, it grabs a hold in a way that is difficult to dislodge, end quote. Mr. Rothschild also notes that social media exacerbates conspiracy theories because the spread of information or disinformation can happen so much more rapidly than in the analog age. The Economist and YouGov polled Americans about their views of Drake in August 23rd. Oh, we're not doing that, Drake. I don't give a fuck about your popularity polls. Every time I think of Aubrey now, I just sing Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile. Quote, Drake may not recover from this song, but either way, shit's never gonna be the same for him after this song. He can't escape from it, creepy pedo ass. Quote, don't think his rap career is dead, but enough questions have been asked, so there should be notable impact on his career. Quote, what am I supposed to tell my kids when they ask me if these allegations are true? They did not even know Kendrick's music well, but identified a feeling in Kendrick's music that resonated with the truth. These words are scathing to any listener. I got some decisions to make after this because I can't play Drake in my car with this narrative floating around. Dangerous. Quote, I don't want to be that guy, but I never took Drake seriously. He's a Canadian. He was in Degrassi. That stuff makes it hard for me to take him seriously. I thought that's why Kendrick went after him. Now that it's more serious than just Drake being fake, I'm like, wow, if I knew all this, I'd hate Drake too. This is a checkmate for Drake because how exactly do you respond to someone calling you a sociopath, a deadbeat, and a pedo? As for KL, I just want to know how he found out some of these things and what took so long to call Drake out. And, quote, this whole thing is beyond brutal at this point. Kendrick must truly fucking hate Drake for some reason. Makes me inevitably think that there might be real merit to the pedophile claims. Sorry, Drake. Kendrick is literally making me think it. Jesus Christ. Talk about winning a rap beef. This reputational harm caused Drake financial harm in an amount to be proven at trial. A Billy. He about to ask for a Billy, nigga. All right. All the putting it in the bullshit at the end. Prayer for relief. Wherefore plaintiff prays for judgment against UMG for each of the causes of action raised herein. Plaintiff respectfully requests a judgment in his favor against UMG for nominal damages, compensatory damages, including general, actual, consequential, and special damages in an amount to be determined at trial, punitive damages, reasonable and necessary attorney's fees, reasonable and necessary costs of the suit, pre-judgment and post-judgment interest at the highest lawful rates, declaratory relief stating that the statements published and promoted by UMG and those attributable to UMG as reasonably foreseeable publications identified within this complaint, individually and collectively, where and are false. Injunctive relief enjoining UMG from making statements about the popularity of the recording, image, or video that it knows to be false based on fake streams or pay for play, and such other and further relief as this court deems just and appropriate. Respectfully submitted, Michael J. Gottlieb, Merrill C. Governinski, Prohack Vice forthcoming, Wilkie Farr and Gallagher LLP, and M. Annie Houghton Larson. Drake, this shit's actually pretty well thought out, my nigga. Drake, this is you can't be for real, bro. And when I say you can't be for real, this might be one of the smartest things I've ever seen a nigga do. I know all of y'all can't look past all Drake look like a hoe, but the court will look past all that Drake looks like a hoe. The court is not going to be the judge and all the people involved in this trial and all this shit. Nobody's going to be in there talking about Drake look like a hoe. UMG's lawyer's not going to say that. UMG's lawyers can't go in there and be like, Drake just mad he lost his beef. I know that's what y'all on, but I'm just trying to be honest with you. This is one of the most interesting plays I've ever seen in my life. And it just shows the level of how programmed we are by the Matrix, because everybody's immediate thing is to defend this big ass corporation. Even though you all can agree you would never be okay with your boss teaming up with somebody else to make money off of telling lies on you. You could get down with your enemies doing some shit, but the people you work for, no. Nobody's putting up with that. Nobody. Very interesting situation, Drake. Wait, they on K Street? Nigga, you got some niggas on K Street? Oh my goodness. Good eye, Yolanda, on that one. Oh, Drake. You got some heavy hitters. If them niggas if they got an office on K Street, they some heavy hitters, nigga. Period. I don't know. That's probably how it all happened. Now that I know that these niggas on K Street, they probably heard that political shit first and started doing this shit. And UMG, I don't think y'all got much of a case, to be honest with you. I know what the public gonna say, but I'm one of them niggas, I don't care what the public say. Most of the time, the public don't know what the fuck they talking about. Most of the niggas that's talking shit about this fucking case, nobody's gonna sit here and go, hey, when you read this shit, this is kind of fucked up what they did for Drake. It'd be different if it was the other team. This shit where y'all okay with this shit being for the same teams. Wow, but that's okay. None of y'all have to agree, but I'm telling you, the court, they ain't really got much of a case. They don't have much of a case. This shit look bad. This shit look bad that up under their own comments, they got people, your boss makes a post about this nigga calling you a pedophile, and then people up under that post in your boss's comments calling you a pedophile and everything else. And here's the one thing that at least everybody should be happy about, whether you think Drake a hoe or not. At least this kind of helps that Drake at least could possibly not be a pedophile, because it's like, Drake, your life is over. If anybody finds out anything after you've done all of this, your career in life is over. Josh, what's happening? What is this, bro? He threw Diddy under the bus. Because here's the other thing. We've always heard of these things, but we've never really had this like happen before. We've never really had like the biggest rap beef happen on the same label before. That's what makes this totally like, everybody wants to just look at it like, oh, Drake just lost a rap beef. I'm like, well, we've never really seen a rap beef like this. And if Drake got evidence that they took sides on this shit and like that, and he's got a point. I don't believe in giving them motherfucking companies and corporations even a fucking inch, because they're liars. Like, what the fuck you mean Drake's still on a contract with them? They made sure that was the case. How the fuck is Drake still under contract, bro? For real? And he's still under contract, but it ain't like he with Young Money and Wayne, though. Make it make sense. And Drake stated multiple times, this shit ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick. This is about them promoting the shit. We gonna see. This is a very interesting situation. And while you can try to say that Drake looks like a hoe and all of that shit, just understand, bro. This is bigger than all of that. But here's the thing though, Donis. This is the truth. If Drake wins, it's a win for Kendrick. Kendrick takes no L's in this. And he actually gets a win because the win he gets is he's going to be able to have precedent to protect himself going forward. If Drake wins, Kendrick will never have to worry about one day they get some nigga and start releasing secrets and shit through him and promote his shit through the roof to pass the throne from Kendrick to him. This actually helps Kendrick too. This truly helps Kendrick Lamar if he wins. Kendrick Lamar should truly be rooting for Drake to win. Right. And he don't have to come out and say that ever. That ruins the play if he does. But behind the scenes, Kendrick should be like, man, Drake got to win this shit. Because they as artists will gain so much power if Drake wins this shit. They will at least set a precedent that I think should be set where these record companies can't be sabotaging niggas in their own thing to lower their stock. Like, that's ridiculous. These are wild times. Drake, that argument, I gotta be honest, was laid out better. It wasn't. And here's the thing I had to think about with Drake. You know what this shit would have looked like, really some whole shit to me, is if he'd have said this shit right when the song came out. Like right when the song came out, Drake come out and go, nigga, I'm suing you for calling me a pedophile. That'd look like some whole shit. We in this January, the song has beyond cooled off. So you can't even try to say that Drake is trying to stop the momentum of the song or nothing. Like the song, he's actually bringing the song back into the forefront. No, Jonathan, nah, that's incorrect. And the reason why that's incorrect is because the case will not prove whether this case has nothing to do with whether they're not going to be able to prove whether or not if Drake is a pedophile. It's just that his company, if they believed Kendrick Lamar, then why would they even keep Drake around and all this shit? Nah, I see what you're saying, but it's not going to play like that. If Drake wins this shit, nobody's going to look at Kendrick Lamar different. Nobody. Kendrick Lamar will be in a better position career-wise with a Drake win. Yeah, they still playing the song on radio station. They still playing on shit, but the song ain't nowhere near what it was in May, in April, in June, and when the video dropped. Like, on some real. I mean, it's pretty simple for me personally. It's like, I'm never going for these record companies being able to motherfucking put label mates against each other and fuel one. Because, again, all of y'all niggas that are rooting for Kendrick and in this Kendrick situation, what is stopping UMG from doing the same thing to Kendrick in a couple of years? Some rapper, whoever the fuck that they really promoting, he starts releasing rumors and shit about Kendrick that become believable. Because remember, people tried rumors and shit on Drake since the beginning. None of them were believable. And all of a sudden, Kendrick got the believable ones. What if somebody else rolls up with the believable lies about Kendrick? And then UMG promotes that person and starts paying off people and buying fake streams and all this shit to elevate that shit against Kendrick. That would suck. So remember that message that old boy leaked out, Chris Blake Griffin, where Drake said that he was doing this shit to make the situation better for all the artists. That would include Kendrick. I think that Kendrick and Drake are smart enough to have made a play of this type of situation. Kendrick said he had Not Like Us recorded and shit like 6 months before it ever came out. What, they tell him no back then? Like, I don't trust the record companies, and yeah, Kendrick shit was hot and all this shit. That's why, like, I like how Drake's like, nah, the record company got to answer for this, and they should, and they fucking should. That's just weird for them niggas to like. It's kind of weird for them niggas to fucking push that type of song like that. That's almost like a B song. Like, I don't remember any diss song really getting pushed like that. Again, we talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, possibly even billions. So I get where everybody coming from, but niggas will say anything for that type of money, even if they don't mean it. Which is what it is. But I don't really ever remember no song really getting promoted. Like, generally, when these beef songs and shit happen, it kind of seems like the label disappears. You see these rap videos, they tend to be seem like they were just shot on their own. Like, it's never what this is. It's never like an Amazon music production and pop out concerts, and like you never seen this level of promotion. Never seen it. We didn't have streaming and social media, but we still had ways where we heard about the shit and the shit was big, but you didn't see, like, you was okay, for example, you wasn't gonna turn on the NBA, like an NBA game, and start hearing the beat to Tupac Hit 'Em Up when the announcers are coming on. That's where it just takes it to a whole nother level. You turning on games and it's dun 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 dun. Like, all of the craziest beef songs, you really had to, you had to buy the album or hear the shit. You never really seen those songs get pumped up like this. I ain't never seen it. Then they want me to believe that GNX was a surprise album. Stop. I just to be honest, I'm literally sitting there trying to think, and I don't think I've ever heard of a record company pushing a song like that type of a song like that, because they generally don't want to be involved in the messy shit like that. But For them to do it against their own artists is wild. That's just wild. And it shows how greedy them companies are. And then they help tear down Drake's whole fucking career, then turn around and be like, well, it's contract negotiation time and look like your price of stock went down. Nigga, you drove it down purposely. Yeah, it's too much of that shit. I agree. The music game do be a conspiracy. And it's not gonna help. And here's the other thing. Drake got this fighting Irish shit in his pocket where it's like, why would y'all take that down? How come Kendrick can release music and he can release music attacking Drake and all this shit, but Drake can't release music? He's gonna be able to easily say y'all retaliating against him suing y'all. This is gonna be interesting. Drake just ain't gonna have public support at all. You gonna have to win in the courtroom because everybody's siding with the corporation as usual. Because if it's really on the up and up like they say, then Drake should be able to drop the Fighting Irish freestyle. He ain't even drop it for real. He dropped a raw as fuck recording of him talking over the beat, and they was like, no. So he can't. So Drake can't even respond. He's not even allowed to respond to Kendrick. That's fair. He can't even respond. Why wouldn't UMG book? UMG wouldn't even book him a show out in Cali nowhere. They'll turn around and tell this nigga he can't do no shows in Cali, even though they helped drive the narrative that made it so he could allegedly not do shows in Cali. You see what I'm saying? Drake call up like, man, I want to do some shows in Cali. Man, you can't, nigga. Like, nigga, it's deadly out there. We don't want you to go out there right now during this. But y'all help make it like this. You know they did. And I don't even believe that the motherfucking shit was no AI shit. That shit was probably really fucking Snoop. And Kendrick is a smart nigga. I don't think I'm not like the biggest Kendrick fan like that. But to me, Kendrick feel like a smart enough nigga to where I can see Kendrick a year or two from now after he starts to decline off of this run he's been having over the last year. I can see him calling out some of this shit true too. Again, if Kendrick is not rooting for Drake in this motherfucking lawsuit, then he's an idiot. He, like, obviously he can't do it publicly, but he should be Drake's biggest cheerleader. And I agree. I don't advise Drake necessarily to go to California, but Drake can point to the fact that I can't really go to California right now, and my boss is one of the main reasons why. My boss, they in my company at work that I work for, made it their priority to make everybody in LA hate me. They turned it into a LA thing, which I found that was weird to me. In that part, that was weird to me. I was like, well, Canada didn't start being like, fuck you, American niggas. It was weird where niggas started feeling like for Drake to diss Kendrick is him dissing LA. And I'm like, that's a bit much. Drake ain't dissing LA until he's dissing LA. Yeah, K-Dot don't got to do nothing but just clock his bread right now. Because he'll be, because think about it like this. K-Dot will be the biggest winner if Drake wins. K-Dot will come out of this run, and then he'll have this type of precedent in his back pocket. Because record companies do shit like that, where they try to pull goofy shit on you when your contract getting ready to come up so they can lower the price and make it so don't nobody else want you. I'm talking about show-wise. I'm sure Drake's been out there. I'm talking show-wise. I don't believe it's as bad for Drake where Drake will have a problem at, just walking through LAX. Nah. Yeah, there's certain places he shouldn't show his head, but him going to be on some rich people LA shit, he'll be fine. But performing out there, I wouldn't advise it. These are the same niggas that stabbed Draco the Ruler at his own concert, nigga. And granted, it's not the same. They're not gonna have the same like access to Drake. But when you see how they got down with Draco, bro, yeah, I wouldn't even try it. He got a show in Toronto this summer. Cause I think somebody tried to say that Drake bought the first 4 rows of the concert so it'd be empty, that's just goofy. I'm looking at a dub. And then all I'm gonna do is tell everybody that bought the cheaper seats to move up into these empty seats. I'll be a hero. That'd be the dumbest thing you ever do is buy out the first front rows. And then I can go, hey, well, all you niggas that bought the cheaper seats, just move into these expensive seats that Drake bought with his dumb ass. Yeah, Drake can walk around certain places out in Cali. He just shouldn't make it, as long as he ain't making it a thing. Because there's ways that a lot of celebrities and shit move in and out of LA, and they go to spots where people don't be telling, paparazzi ain't allowed, these type of things. Now, does Drake really even have no reason? Like, for example, let's say Toronto was to get to the mid-season tournament championship, but they were playing the Lakers in the mid-season tournament champ. Yeah, Drake would have showed up out there, and he'd have been fine. When nobody done shit to him. What, you gonna wait out? You gonna wait in the parking lot for this nigga? Like, when are you gonna get the shot to take it, Drake? You see Drake in Staples. When you gonna get the shot? Or Crypto? The only way Drake, like, if Drake came into this, like, because Drake don't move like 6'9". So I think Drake would have more of a problem being heckled than anything. I don't think nobody really would touch a Drake out in LA. And not like they don't have it in them. There's always a crazy motherfucker, but that's regardless he in beef or not. But just on some typical LA shit, like, man, bro, touching Drake is fucking up whatever you got going on. That's like hitting Drake at this point is like hitting a government official. It is. Drake go to Tams in Compton, and they do anything to this nigga, they shutting all that, everything over there shutting down. It ain't like killing old boy and chick in the waffle spot. No disrespect. What's your boy from Philly? I don't know why his name is blanking on me. There's certain niggas you can hit like that and other niggas you can't. You can, unfortunately, you can stab up Draco the Ruler like that on camera. You can't touch Drake like that. PNB Rock, thank you, Lefty. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I was blanking on his name. RIP Rock. Right. If Drake out there, he on Rodeo and shit where they not gonna say nothing. He might even be somewhere where Kendrick roll past where like, I think y'all not being fair to the people of LA. And this is why I say that. This ain't like no violent shit. This ain't like no Drake been disrespectful to us shit. Kendrick calling for this nigga not to do no more shows out there is one thing. I just don't see people crashing out because they saw Drake. Now, I think Drake is the type of bitch where he's not going out there like that. If he goes out there, it will be the most quiet shit ever. You won't know. Good night, A-Dub. Like Drake ain't really, he ain't the tough guy like that where if he even go out there, he really want to be seen. Like I could literally see it be some shit where somebody be like, they saw Drake out and the reason you knew is some niggas in LA approached and still wanted a picture. He ain't hated like that either. Let's not get it twisted. It's a lot of niggas in LA that love Drake. It's a lot of bitches in LA that love Drake. Right. This ain't Bad Boy and Death Row type shit. Nah, this ain't that. That's why I'm like, yeah, I can see Drake getting out and being heckled, easily getting heckled, and niggas being like, K-Dot got you and yada, yada, yada. I think that would be good for his relationships if he went out there and just kind of took that L. Right. And I don't, thank you, Donis. I have to give K-Dot that. I don't necessarily think that K-Dot, he don't even got to do it out loud, but I don't think K-Dot will be telling niggas, like niggas would be hit, hey, I got a sight on Drake. Nigga, if you don't get off my phone, for what, nigga, for what, nigga? Like, what are you going? He going to Tams? You know what I mean? So yeah, so I definitely see Kendrick being on some, nah, like, why? We won. As long, because only thing is, because it's just a thin line. Can Drake go out there and get a burger and shit like that? Yeah, he can. But if Drake do anything considered remotely, even Easter egg level disrespectful, he can't go past, he can't pull up really nowhere that was in the video, not like anything remotely slick. Niggas will turn up. Now I'll cross over. If he do anything, say anything, he get out there and say anything slick, anything, niggas is gonna turn up. Hey, stop the violence. So that's why I be feeling the way I be feeling. Cause you right. This shit started to die down and Drake is just blowing this shit back up. Which blows it up for K-Dot though, too. K-Dot is getting some more momentum going into the Super Bowl. But why would Drake blow the spot on himself again if he didn't see no real play behind it? But even if I say that that's true about TDE, they ready to crash out. They don't want to just end up. So they that mad at Drake now to kill him, do something to him, hurt him. Because just as popular as that song is, if anything happens to Drake because of that song, it will go the other way really fast. You understand this, right? You understand this, right? It will go from a fun way to make fun of Drake to the song that got Drake killed. The song that Drake got hit, that got Drake hit. And I don't want that, but I'm just being honest. They can't perform that song at the Super Bowl. Yes, they can, Lefty. Okay, they got two options. They could just go ahead and just let the nigga do it, right? But what's the most likely scenario? They gonna make him do a Super Bowl version of the song. The beat will come on, everybody already that's just a Drake diss as soon as you hear the beat. And then it's K-Dot. You think he ain't got no other verse for that beat? He ain't had enough time to make one? You know what I'm saying? That song is getting played one way or another, even if it's with him with different lyrics. That song is getting played in some form or fashion. You can guarantee it. I could believe that. Stop the violence. I could believe that, but remember, this is also the song we just read in the lawsuit. All of them streams, all of them shits. So when the whole world tunes into the Super Bowl halftime show, what is one song they want to hear? Oh, it's gonna be cool to hear maybe Swimming Pools and Damn or DNA and Be Humble and all that shit. But the world want one song. He's got to do it in some form or fashion. It's too many eyes gonna be on it. And I'll be honest with you. Two things. There's gonna be a segment of people that's gonna think that Kendrick bitched up. And then there's gonna be another segment of people that are audibly gonna complain about not hearing the song in general. Like, even if you not one of the people who's like, oh, he bitched up, it's still gonna be a gang of people who's like, man, I wanted to hear that. That's why I'm like, K-Dot could just write another verse to it. That'd be hot, especially if he makes sure that the bars are hot. Everybody in their mind be like, whatever. And then he can diss Drake again in some subliminal way that all the K-Dot bots will catch on to. But I would love this. This would be the greatest Super Bowl moment. Halftime moment. Kendrick Lamar performs Not Like Us and it gets to the part. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. And they cut the camera to Jay-Z in the skybox. That would be the greatest moment in Super Bowl halftime history. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. Then the screen cut, and then at the bottom say Jay-Z. Jim Nance coming on. Yes, and pedophilia music brought to you by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, true. I believe that, but he got enough commercial hits that he gonna pull out DNA, Humble. He might do swimming pools. You know, he gonna do the real shits. But I think he gonna do Squabble Up. Even though that shit, bro, imagine if he had really did the LA one and did Squabble Up. I ain't gonna lie, LA would have went crazy over that. Shit, do TV off. Oh, well, Donna's beat me to it. Oh, yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, we ain't gonna never see that. And yeah, Jay-Z gonna turn up. Jay-Z gonna really put a hit out on a nigga. I guess we'll see. Scrambling and scraping, indeed.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Huh? Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. No, I like that.
But I guess I'll put a period in it here. Pick up on this fool tomorrow. I've had a long day. A long one. And I got another one ahead of me. Say goodnight to your boy. Hit that like button. Hit the PayPal Cash App so we hit the goal. $20 goal as always. At least I mentioned it before the show ended. Drake might be pulling out one of the craziest plays against the machine we've ever seen. Lefty, Jonathan, Stop the Violence, Yolanda, Janice, Josh, Donis. Shout out to all my West Coast people, man. I hope y'all get that shit under control out there. Shit's still going crazy. Ooh-wee. God is great. You know, I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Kendra, Jonathan, I will definitely do just that. But before I get my sleep, I gotta, you know, I gotta get my juices flowing one more time. Continue prayers indeed. I'm glad to hear Moms is doing better. I will definitely continue to pray. Hopefully this will help her make her feel better as well.
Trapaholics mixtapes. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
CTE Records. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Jerry! Yeah, they been playing bad shit, somebody gotta do it. Man, this team been playing ass shit, somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn the game off, turn the game off. This shit hurt, man, somebody turn the pain off.
Damn, where you get all the CTE?
Man, my CTE tweaking shit, I've been trying to turn my brain off. I almost told my ACL trying to run and turn the game off. Man, this year in the trash, but we won't even make the playoffs. Man, this year in the trash, I'm out here spreading negativity. This shit got me drinking cigarettes and smoking Hennessy. They're like, hey, bro, what's gotten into you? What's gotten into me? Man, I've been overwhelmed with Black Air Force One energy. My CTE going bonkers, please, where's the remedy? Man, Jerry Jones so old that he lived through history. Jerry Jones so old he can confirm Jesus was black. See, that's the reason he was out there protesting way back. He made a deal with the Illuminati back in the 90s. Now it's 2024 and we ain't got no aura. I tried to watch a game and now my new TV all tore. Stephen A got hairline surgery and Bora Bora. Man, what the fuck is going on? Who the hell making the decisions? Jerry, please just stop trying. You about owe this Joe Biden. I ain't lying, he a terrorist. He's Jerry Bin Laden. Call him Jerry Hussein, but Hussein, cause he not. Yeah, my CT tweaking. I'm out here sending bad vibes out. Help their ass every week. They don't gave us something to crop. They like, who your favorite team? They don't gave me something to lop out. They like, why you like that team? I'm like, I don't know, shit, let's find out. Like, why you like that team? I'm like, I don't know, it's the CTE. A depressed Cowboys fan is all up in feeling recently. Man, another damn week of going out there getting buried. Man, my CTE tweaking. I'm in the middle of the street yelling, Jerry!
Now at 11, it is video that is going viral on social media tonight. WTOL 11 looking into this apparent road rage incident. You may have seen this video on Facebook. Take a look at this video from Doug Miller. You can see the driver in the blue car slam on her brakes, get out, and start yelling on Hathaway in East Toledo.
Get out! Get out! I didn't touch your car. You were on my gun. Come and touch me because my man's right from there. Come and put your hand down.
This was Saturday morning. Then the passenger in the red car gets out. He walks up to the woman and eventually turns away. That's when she hits him. He turns around, hits her back, and slams her onto the ground. He gets back inside and the red car pulls off. Another vehicle eventually shows up. A man gets out and talks to the woman. Then both vehicles pull away. So that's the video. We did check in with Toledo police, and we are told that no reports have been filed from any of the individuals involved.
I sat there and watched your ass eat a whole meal for $5. You had a fucking box of pizza, a slab of ribs with a side of large fries, but ain't offered me shit.
Definitely praying, James.
I just got you from the hospital last night.
Peace out, Joseph.
Oh, that shit ain't scare you, huh? But you just want to keep stuffing shit down your mouth.
I just want to go back.
You want somebody to feel sorry, but you keep eating honey buns and shit under your bed. Yeah, I saw you last night trying to sneak them under there. I don't know how you got down, but I saw you.
Where?
Where? What the fuck you mean where? Oh, your big ass wanna play slow. All right. Tell me what the fuck this is, then, right here. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal cream pie. What else you got under this motherfucker? Twinkies and shit.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling at you. Your kids in there, we in this bitch hungry. They ain't eating shit. And you say, all right. No, I ain't put shit up, man. I ain't feeding your big ass no more, dog.
Hey, baby. Me and the kids about to go to Burger King. You want something?
Y'all see it. Yeah. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about it? A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
what's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve Lavoie. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right?
Peace out, Clee.
Hop in a G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night.
God is great indeed, Janice. I have to agree.
Crushed it.
God is great. I love y'all to death, man. Keep your faith in him. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. He be having me on another level.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't want
Jess.
to hurt myself.
You got to pee?
It's all right.
No,
You
you
got it,
gotta
Jess.
go. You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay.
You're
Just
good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull
side.
on your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep.
Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay.